Well, COVID-19 is here, and on the horizon is flu season, which alone is responsible for thousands of deaths every year. So how can you tell the difference? What should you know and what should you do? Our Scott BRAZDA has more in this potentially deadly virus and a collision course with the flu.
It's a team up no one really wanted to see. The traditional flu season and COVID-19, their coexistence could mean major trouble.
That's what we're all just kind of waiting to see. What happens when we start to see the flu and COVID at the same time?
Just the flu by itself is problem enough. According to the CDC, in the last 10 years, 360,000 people have died from the flu. That's the flu all by itself and with no help from corona. And now, this double dose poses all kinds of questions.
Because you could have people who are infected with both, and we don't know what kind of clinical picture that's going to be, right? So what that's going to do to someone's health.
Typical symptoms of the flu: fever, cough, runny nose, fatigue. But wait, those are typical symptoms of COVID-19 as well. So is it the flu or is it COVID-19? Is there a way to tell the difference?
That's a really, really hard one.
One key distinction may be how quickly a particular health storm hits your body, how quickly you feel the effects.
Sudden onset. That's really a very significant kind of telltale sign of the flu. It usually just hits you. It's suddenly you develop these symptoms.
COVID-19, on the other hand, often starts with someone just feeling out of sorts before it really strikes.
With COVID, we're hearing a mixed bag. So someone talks about, just hadn't been feeling good for a couple of days.
Stefanski says there are some common sense things to think about, such as what's typical for this particular adult or child. Does he or she typically get headaches? Does he or she typically get allergies a certain time of year? Then there's a chance it might just be that person's normal and not COVID or the flu.
Trying really hard to work with parents to figure out if the child normally has allergies at a certain time of the year, then that may just be normal for that child if they don't have any known risk of exposure.
With COVID everywhere and the flu about to run alongside, what's your best advice?
Get your flu shot and you'll be less likely to actually get the flu.
And that way, there's a good chance the flu vaccine will cut down on the number of opponents you and your body have to face.
So if you try to at least eliminate one viral infection or your risk of one viral infection, then you're doing, it's great for you and for, of course, the community and the school.
In Lafayette, Scott BRAZDA, KATC TV3.
Flu shots will be available at doctors' offices, pharmacies, and supermarkets by early next month. Health experts say it's a good idea to get it early because there may be added obstacles this year. For instance, people who usually get the shot at the office may be working from home, and those who get it from their doctor may have to wait longer for an appointment.